Ready when you are.
Right, let's go.
I'm at the end of the runway. Wish me luck.
Are you the other end, Sven?
Yeah. I just took off. I made it.
Go.
Such a beautiful airstrip this is. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. And there's some very beautiful along the way. So thank you for the flight plan. Whoever made it, you did it?
Yeah, I just put it together very quickly. Well, I did this flight plan for myself on, what was it, Thursday night, and I thought I loved it so much. I thought I've got to do a community flight with this because it's been so long.
It has all the bespoke airports that Microsoft made for this road update, so I didn't know.
Well, we've already got one crash and burn.
Oh no, already.
We had a caravan.
Oops.
Yeah,
Expensive.
It would anyhow only take too much fuel.
What I'll do, I'll just do a lap around and then head back onto the runway heading so we all get a chance to get airborne.
I'll tell you what, Steve, have you ever flown this icon very much in VR?
I think, it was a while ago, I did do a bit of flying around Scotland with it.
It's great, actually. It's like a little Fiat Punto.
It does, it feels like a sports car thing, doesn't it? It's quite unusual.
Yeah, nice airport, that. Is that one of the bespoke ones, is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Oh, is that you, Cribsy? I can see you. You're not...
Oh,
took off yet.
I'm on your 5 o'clock, I think.
Oh, there's another guy then in the water there.
Chop. James.
How about the fish?
My sim's a bit too loud, so I'm going to have to turn that down in a minute, because I'm probably shouting my head off. Right then.
In the runway. Come on, guys. Get up.
So yeah, in terms of the flight plan, it's not very long as such. It's only about an hour, but because of the nature of the flying we're doing, it will take a bit longer than that, especially with all the dodgy landings and things. Because we're not really going to be able to do touch and goes at most of these. I think at least 2 of the airfields are going to be, proper sort of full-on landings.
Hey Steve, I was going to say thank you for the offer of the Gladiator. That has turned out to be
Oh.
a purchase.
Are you enjoying it? Fantastic.
Oh, in fact, so much I've just ordered the Omni version for throttle.
Oh, honestly, it is such a great joystick, isn't it? It's very underrated.
It is underrated. It's bloody good.
Excellent. Please, it went to a subscriber and someone who's going to really appreciate it and enjoy it, because they are superb. And it was in its box. I've had it for ages, and I thought, because I ended up buying 2 of them because I wanted to have the premium, and I bought the wrong one. But honestly, you're only missing one button. That's it. One hat, I think.
To be honest with you, I'm not bothered. It's not going to make my bit of difference to me. The Omni comes with it anyway, so I'll be quids in, really.
Whoa, God, I can feel the bumps in this motion seat. Crikey. Right, let me just adjust the volume a bit here.
Yeah, the water in the coastline is so beautiful here.
This is quite cool. I'm using the GTN 750 and I just turned on traffic. You can see how many guys on the map here.
There's
Fantastic.
very many.
I can't believe it. I didn't think anyone would turn up, quite honestly, because I'm very spontaneous with these things, and if I just fancy a flight, let's do it. I'm not very organised, so I do exactly. I really do appreciate you coming along for this one, and you're going to really enjoy it. Trust me. The scenery on this flight is absolutely incredible. It really is.
Thank you for setting it up.
You've got
Sparky move. Aha.
One of the community flights I've done for a while, Steve. Actually, I've missed the last 3 with Mark. I was usually quite often, drop into his ones, but just stuff's been going on. Life gets in the way, doesn't it, a bit sometimes?
Of course. Yeah, absolutely. Well, yeah, you're a regular, Cribsy. I expect you to be on all of them.
So first one for a while. So
It'll say, oh, thank you. And I appreciate you dropping in on this one then, because I don't know, a live stream wouldn't be right without hearing your voice. It didn't seem right.
Wow. Got something to moan about.
And Sven as well. There's certain voices, that you kind of hear and recognise. The regulars.
It's been forever, so I'm here.
And some of you guys see there's a ship in the horizon there, like a cruise ship. I'm not sure if that's showing on just an AI
I can see
thing.
it.
Yeah,
I
beautiful.
can see it. Nope, I don't see any.
So
Might be the traffic sliders. Is it?
So for weather, I'm not using real world weather 'cause it's very cold and some of the snowy textures kind of take over a little bit. So I've just got a few clouds set as a preset.
Oh, then the snow goes away from the mountain? I'll try it.
No,
also.
well, yeah, well, you can still see the snow-capped mountains from the ortho imagery, or maybe either that or because it just generally gets colder. But there's a lot less of that white snow. I think it can be overdone sometimes, and it can ruin the natural colours of the islands.
Ah, yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But I saw other people say with live weather there's a lot more turbulence, so that's also fun, huh?
Well, I'm certainly feeling it at the moment. Of course, with the ridge lift and everything, you feel the bumps.
Steve, I've got a very critical question to ask you at some point about your motion rig.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll do my best to answer it. I'm still new to it all, but
Yeah, I didn't want to drop it quite now because it's going to be quite a sort of, I don't know.
in-depth one.
No, not an in-depth one, just a very critical question actually. I might as well just go for it tonight. I've been watching your videos on the motion rig, and this is a really killer question actually. So what I want to know, the movement on the rig,
Yeah.
is it instantaneous? Your joystick movements or controller movements? Or is
Yes.
there any kind of delay? Because
No.
it could be a real motion killer, I think.
No, it's literally instant. Well, you won't obviously see me doing this, but on the stream, if I sort of waggle my wings like this, whee! Wow. Yeah. I instantly feel that. It's an instant, and you can change it so that it can be, I don't know why you'd ever want this, but you can change every setting so it can be a little less responsive or smoother or harsher. Or, oh God, what you can't do in terms of configuration on this isn't worth saying, to be honest. But yeah, it's instant.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, well, that's got to be enough, Nick, because you've got to be able to respond to every. Like I'm thinking of taking the Mac, the Hawk through the Mac loop. You want to be feeling every turn.
Oh God, yeah, you will. You absolutely will with that, definitely. And the only thing is I've got to sort out is motion compensation, and I just haven't had any chance yet to really delve into it. But it's my next task.
What is that motion compensation?
Well, the only issue is, of course, is that when you're banking left and right and you're moving with the motion rig, the headset doesn't realise that you still should be in the cockpit, so to speak. So you kind of end up moving outside of the cockpit view. Now at the moment, I've got a little bit of a sort of solution to that for general aviation flying, like today. I've just set the motion algorithm, sorry. It's the way it produces the motion. I've set that to rate rather than angle. It's a bit technical. And then I've changed the angle to only be 15 degrees instead of 20, because you really don't need it to move that much to translate to something that feels authentic, if that makes sense. So with that, I can kind of stay put.
Steve, I have a question for you regarding that. Is it possible to have the base station in your rig so that it makes
That-
it for the motion compensation?
Yeah, I want to try that, but I'm not sure. Doesn't the base stations, do they stop tracking once they sense movement though? I thought, but maybe not. It's worth a try. By the way, folks, you might see an absolutely gorgeous vista of a beach ahead of you in a moment. Feel free to land on that. I'll let that be a group decision, but if you fancy landing on that first.
Yeah, touch and go be good.
Yeah, or yeah, touch and go, actually. That's a good idea. Let's do that.
Beautiful.
Because
Renee, I
that
think-
beach.
I think you're very
Alrighty.
quiet, Renee.
Wheels up or the wheels down?
I sat there
Then
next to the beach for about 5-10 minutes the other night, just listening to the sound of the waves in VR. It's wonderful.
A question for you, Steve.
Oh, yeah.
What seat did you fit to your motion rig?
Yeah, well, that's... well, what I did was, because I'm a cheapskate, I wanted to use my Secret Labs seat, because it was getting on a bit anyway. It's got, it needs binning. because I've had it for like 5 years or something. So I thought I'm going to see if I can bolt that to it. It wasn't compatible as such, but all I needed to do was basically drill a few holes, and it sounds worse than it actually is, and it's fitted on it okay, no problems at all. I've got 2 bolts in the front and 2 bolts in the back. You can get some sliders as well, and there's different options on the Dofferelty website to be able to fit different seats. So it can be done, but you're going to need at least a drill so you can, you know, make a few holes, basically. But it can be done.
I've got another question for you, Steve.
Yeah, wow, this turbulence is a bit...
How much is your electricity bill now? Because you've got a 4090 and you've got that. So
It's
what's that doing?
£20,000 a month. No, I have no idea. Quite honest.
Yeah.
We're very lucky because we're still only paying, what is it, 80 quid a month at the moment for electric, because we changed our electric just before it went really bad. So we're in that kind of fixed rate at the moment, but we're going to change soon in April, so I'm not looking forward to that.
A friend of mine actually had that sort of system. I think he had another 2 years managed to get, but they invoked a clause that's in there that says basically they can do whatever they like.
Really?
They can stop it, yeah. So we'll look out for that.
I
Well,
think there's talk of the government helping out for a bit longer, possibly. So
well, they need to. Yeah, they need to for all our 4090 owners. You know, it's only fair.
Yeah.
Well, it's all your fault, Steve. I ended up getting the Storm Force 4.
Oh, really? Oh, spot on.
To be honest, I haven't really noticed a massive spot use, so it's not too bad.
Sorry, I didn't. You cut out there. Sorry, you say again.
I haven't noticed a spike in my electric use.
Brilliant. Yes. Wow.
Not too bad.
This is something that is actually quite irritating. I can get a little bit on the soapbox about this, but this whole debacle and scaremongering of the 4090 card is absolute crap, because my 4090 runs cooler than my 3090, and generally speaking it doesn't go anywhere, well, about 200 watts, probably 220 watts tops. So it really, I don't know where all that came from, but mine runs, it almost feels over-engineered, if that makes sense. You know, it kind of feels like it's larger just to cope with that extra, you know, the fans and more air going around it. So yeah, that makes sense.
Steve, what people are forgetting, those cards were designed with massive power draw, but when you're gaming in like 4K and 8K, and most of us don't really do that. To be honest.
Absolutely. Yeah.
You know, that's where the power is there. I mean, but VR is a different kind of level, but, you know.
Well, honestly, I don't think Nvidia knew themselves how good VR was going to be on this card. No one did. I did not expect, when I first tried it, and I was trying it on my 4K monitor and thought, well, to be honest, the difference isn't really that much, you know, between my 3090. I was thinking, what's going on here? But then when I jumped into VR and realised the frames had hardly dropped from a pancake mode, that's when I thought, holy crap. For whatever reason, that's where this card really shines. So Nvidia should have made more of a deal on that, but maybe because it's too much of a niche, I don't know. But
we're miles off the flight plan. I know. So
yeah, it's
miles away.
So the next,
Let's in the circle.
You need to make sure, guys, you're set up for this one, because we're going to land at November Zulu Mike Juliet, and you might not even be able to see it until it's sort of you're right on top of it. But I'd recommend hugging the this valley here on the right hand side to get set up correctly.
Very quiet.
Very quiet.
How about a radio check here from US?
Sound good?
Sounds good.
5x5.
Ah, do you know?
Jose, you're here also?
Yeah, it's just very new course there. It's set up as
Yeah, it's really quiet.
Yeah, is that Mike? I recognise the name. Of course I recognise the name. Recognise the sound of his voice. It's Mike. How you doing?
I'm fine, Steve. I'll be with you in a minute. I've just had to spawn in again onto, was it Mike Juliet?
Yeah, we're going to sport. Yeah, sorry, we're going to land at November Zulu Mike Juliet next. And I'm completely off course. Sorry, guys.
Follow the leader.
Apologies. I'm kind of I need to double back on myself. I've I've missed it. It's over here.
That's cheating.
Yeah.
Who's cheating?
Jundy found it.
Hey, hey, Steve. Sorry, it's me. That's my son over
Hey!
there. On the Switch.
Oh, I'm so pleased you managed to make it, buddy. How are you? You alright?
Yeah, good. You know, I go to work in like 45 minutes, so I decided to jump on in and fly, and I saw you guys were up. So, yeah, awesome community here, man. This is great, dude. The vistas are amazing. I have different weather, but this looks amazing flying through here.
It is, honestly, it's absolutely beautiful. In fact, this is the reason why I wanted to share it, because of all the world updates, I think this is definitely one of the most beautiful that I've seen so far. I reckon, anyway. Just gorgeous.
Yeah, cheers to you, Steve. It is awesome.
It is, absolutely. And what am I doing here? I'm completely not in the right. I'm going to have to go around again.
I was quite impressed with Auckland, Steve, because one of my best friends, he actually moved to New Zealand about 10, 15 years ago. So, and he's a VR developer actually.
Oh, really? Brilliant.
Bless him. Yeah, he's banging to it. His name's Alex. So quick shout out there for you, Alex.
Oh, nice one.
But he lived in Auckland and he's moved down south to what's the capital? The North Island?
Wellington.
Wellington. He's moved to Wellington, but I remember flying over Auckland because obviously I wanted to see what it was like because I can't go out there to see it. It's too far away, obviously. But and the graphics look very generic, you know.
Yeah.
Standard. And then the world updates, I decided to fly over it again, and yeah, it looks really great now. All the industrial buildings look really good, and everything, you know, amazing.
Especially the photogrammetry. I don't know. It just seems a bit better than normal. Just very crisp.
I'm looking forward to the UK update again.
Definitely.
Yeah, it needs it very badly.
Yeah.
I think that'll come this year.
The sim breaker.
Yes, BC breaker area.
Oh god.
Photogrammetry stuff.
So I don't know if you saw there's two cyclones that went through New Zealand. Oh, actually, I just missed one of them. But the New Zealand airport, their international arrivals, was knee deep in water for a couple of days.
Oh my goodness me. Sorry to hear that. That's awful. What's the weather like in New Zealand? I've absolutely no idea. Is it quite variable or?
Well, it's been a miserable summer for them. I was down there for a month. We were actually quite lucky. We left about 3 days after one of their cyclones came through, but they've had an absolute horrendous summer, and it's the last cyclone that went through there caused huge amounts of damage. Like their whole east coast is underwater, wiped out all their vineyards and their orchards and stuff like that.
Goodness me. Wow. Actually, I probably should. I was going to put my name tags on, but maybe that's annoying, but I quite like to see all them, so.
No, don't put the name tags on, Steve. I hope you didn't capture. I just had to do a handbrake turn at the end there to stop.
Name and shame. That's a good point. I do need to put them on then. Definitely. That's it.
I saw that, Cripsy. That was a
No,
great move.
wasn't he?
That was a great.
Hopefully, I can see people now. Brilliant. That's much better.
Yeah, this strip is also very nice with a bay there with a boat at the end.
It is. If any of you guys want to have a little tour and have a look at the little hut at the end there, feel free. It's very well modelled, but yeah, especially for, dare I say, free updates. I know people don't like it when I say that, but they kind of are free.
I mean, do you grab any stuff off of FlightSim.2? I mean, there's so much on there.
Yeah. Well, funny enough, I was going to grab the WSim 152 that I was using today, but obviously they've gone the route of many other developers and decided to.
Payware.
Yeah. Well, no, just to kind of obviously with all the issues that's gone on with that website, which they've now changed their mind again, haven't they? Because I don't know what will happen with that, but WB Sim decided to take their freeware off that site, so I had to go into their Discord, do that. Right, have a quick cup of tea.
Yeah.
Managed to still get my cup of tea in, even though I'm in a motion rig, so this might be bad.
Have you got these electrics covered up?
I should refill my beer.
Yeah, I've cracked open a tinny.
Oh, perfect. That's what I should have done, to be fair.
Mine are Belgian.
Sod all this cup of tea.
Bottles. Victoria, it's a good blonde, strong beer.
I can see somebody just did a VTOL there, Steve. I still got to say, I'm finding the helicopters just unflyable. I don't know if I'm doing something wrong. It's just so difficult. I just get nauseous. Oh,
Yeah,
I guess.
if anyone can help me, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. But I
Yeah,
just can't
buy
fly them.
a H145. You'll be be okay then.
Yeah, that is a great
that's-
helicopter.
Yeah, I've flown that before. That's very rigid, but I just, you know, I thought the helicopters were going to be great, but they're another level, I think.
Are you
for you,
flying
Jen.
are you flying the Microsoft helicopter?
Yeah, just the bell. It just suddenly starts spinning and spinning around out of control. I don't know
Yeah,
what I'm
bell's
doing
not
wrong.
good.
Are you familiar with flying helicopters, Cribsy? Have you flown helicopters before in other sims?
Yeah, I have, Steve. Yeah.
Have you?
And
Oh, okay.
be it arcadey games like War Thunder and stuff like that, you know, you just pick up and go, you know. But I'm just not getting it at all.
Wow, now I can see how many people are actually here. Freaking hell. All those name tags, that's amazing. The VR Pilot, Blight, Alti, Fran, Cami, Y9R, Quartz Tech 69, Snowman 2122, Rapster 71, Twitchy Boy 309, the VR Pilot.
Ooh, there's a very nice sounding plane somewhere.
You're all welcome. What is that? That's not feedback, is it? I can't quite tell if that was feedback or not.
No, it's all good.
Tony Dark Zero in his 152.
Hello.
Hello there. Thanks for coming along today. Appreciate it. Barky's Fen in the pack. Oh, and Mike, where's Mike? I haven't seen you actually. Are you in now, Mike?
I hope I've just taken off. Can you see me?
I'm looking for you.
Copy that.
I can
Oh.
see everybody else.
Oh, there you are. Yep. So many.
Thanks for that.
Look, yeah, I can see you.
I'm happy that I can see everybody, even being in beta. That's lovely.
So,
Really? And they fixed that? That's awesome.
so Sven, how is the beta going? Is it fairly stable, dare I ask, or not?
It's still AMD-ish.
Okay,
But
fair enough.
I don't know if that's my system or the beta. So, but the performance is very good.
Oh, okay, that's good.
And as long as I stay in VR, then it's stable, eh? Like switching from VR to pancake mode and back to take screenshots in 4K, that's always a very bad option to do.
Oh, that old chestnut, yeah.
I don't have a problem with
Now, for this leg, guys, it's up to you how you want to do it, but to really add a challenge, you can see there's a custom waypoint. That's when we're going to go into this sort of area of mountains, and we go down a valley, and there's a very small area, like a little lake, where you're going to have to sort of like fly around it to get altitude, and then go over the mountain. So if you're up for a bit of a challenge, go that way. That's what I'm going to do. It's spectacular, especially in, like, say, a 152 or something. And so long as you catch the thermals and ridge lift, you should be okay.
There's a bit of fire update came through on the marketplace, so thumbs up.
Oh, I lost my connection and everyone disappeared. Oh, and it came right back.
Yes, that's still a thing then.
Not in the beta.
And I've just crashed a desktop.
Oh no.
Oh.
One good bit of news, Steve, regarding my motion rig. I've been given permission from the boss to actually convert one of my bedrooms into my games room.
Excellent.
That's awesome.
Okay.
You got a great
Due
boss.
entirely like everybody else, of course.
So
on,
wait,
on that note, my rig or my setup is actually in my main bedroom. So my boss won't hear of a motion rig, that's for damn sure.
What she's not telling you, Mike, is that that's now your bedroom and your living room and your bathroom.
yes. Yeah, exactly.
I don't have a boss, so I can do whatever the hell I want.
Lucky you.
My boss is sleeping in my bedroom at the moment because she's tired.
If I knew about these motion rigs before I got married, I would have got a prenuptial.
Yes.
What, is that a brand of motion rig? Sounds good.
It's a rig of many properties, right?
Did you go for the H2, Mike, or the H3 or H6?
P3.
Oh, P3. So is the P series more powerful? Is that what it stands for P? I've no idea.
I think they're just more industrial motors and gearboxes. So
Oh, okay.
STU upgrade, whatever it is. So if you go for a P series, you get that as included in it. price wasn't too bad really, but I was just a bit concerned about this yaw effect. Like on the Discord, I said if you're side slipping into a patch, do you get the yaw effect with the H2?
This is something that it's so hard to explain this, and I tried to explain this on a video the other day and completely failed. But even though of course it doesn't have yaw, when you set the roll to rate, then for whatever reason it tricks your brain. It does some when you are side slipping, you feel movement, and it almost feels like yaw. It definitely isn't yaw, you know, it's not as authentic as that, but there's like a movement that you feel. It does it. I don't know what it does. In fact, I'll have to record myself next time. Whether it's a combination of pitch and roll and the way it kind of moves and the inertia of that first movement is how it does it. I don't know.
So no, it's inertia. You do not feel the yaw movement because it's a gentle side to side. You only feel it when you stop. So the brain is tricked into it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I'm so new to all this. I'm probably talking crap, but from just okay, that's cool. Because I thought I was imagining it and thought, hang on, I thought. Am I yawing? That's impossible.
Acceleration and deceleration.
I'd like to try a motorcycle app, to be honest with you as well. You know.
That would be good fun, actually. Yeah, that would be quite cool.
Hey to the guy who ordered these three. Please tell me, you already have a shipping date?
No, they said 1 to 1.5 months. It's Mike here, by the way, G-Chop.
Okay, Mike. That's a good thing. Because you ordered mine the 28th and I still have no confirmation.
No, I think they've been, since Steve did his video, they've been inundated.
Whoa.
Have they really? Oops.
Good evening to you all. It's Michael here from the Netherlands.
Hi, Mike.
Pleasure to have you here. Oh, 56 people watching in chat. Hello to everybody in chat. You're more than welcome to join us on this New Zealand adventure.
Can tell how many people are flying with us?
I'm not quite sure, actually. I think you can, well, unless you count. I'd say maybe 20, 25, perhaps. Sure.
About 45.
40?
I'd say 42. Hold on.
Holy crap, wow.
You're popular, Steve. You don't know?
Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much. That is amazing. Honestly.
I've seen pop up on YouTube. I said, oh, I have to join in.
Brilliant. Oh.
45.
I think I put on my community tab yesterday. Anyone fancy a flight around New Zealand? And that was basically my organisation. So thank you guys.
That's how we roll, Steve. That's how we roll.
Whatever you do, Steve, you never ever say party at my house.
Yeah, yes. Why not? We can all have a go on the motion rig. That'd be funny. And get drunk. That'd be bad, actually. It'd be very bad.
I'll tell you what, Steve, with these slow aircraft, the frame rates are just ultra butter, aren't they?
Oh yes, that's another thing I love about New Zealand. Frame rate is really nice.
At all.
Yeah, definitely.
Steve, I'm gonna head out. Have a great flight, guys. Awesome group, awesome stream.
Thanks so much for joining, and have a good shift, buddy. And sorry to hear about your computer, by the way. I know you your tempered glass smashed, didn't it, the other day?
Yeah,
I saw that on your thing.
I was able to get the computer. Yeah, the computer's up and running, so I'm gonna contact Corsair, see what they do.
Cool.
But that's the backup computer. So yeah, we'll see how Corsair responds.
Hopefully they won't send you a bottle of glue.
No, it's a free bottle of glue.
A word of reassurance, I've always found Corsair customer service to be absolutely excellent. So
that's good to know.
I was just joking, also. Of course.
Appreciate it.
My best to you and the family, buddy. Anyway, you take care.
Thanks. All right, Sven, I'm gonna send you the glass and the glue.
All right. Have a safe day at work without glass.
All right. Here we go. Bye, guys.
Oh, just look at this scenery here. Unbelievable.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's absolutely stunning. The only thing that's spoiling it is that horizon line.
Yeah.
Figure out what time of day
They don't even have a date for that, so I think it says unplanned, if I'm not mistaken.
It does say unplanned, surprisingly.
That's been a thing since like FSX, hasn't it?
I think the thing is to get the sun above. If it's anywhere late afternoon or early morning, it's bad. If it's sun is high, it seems to be a bit better, and the less mist, the better by the look of it. So
what's the issue there, guys? I'm not getting.
There's horizon line. Basically, the horizon is a line all the way across.
On the left side is a full horizontal line all over the horizon. Yeah.
Okay. I've just, as I said to Steve, I've just done a complete reframe fresh reinstall of Flight Sim, so everything's kind of gone back vanilla. And I'm not seeing that, but I've got time set for 1300 hours, so.
Yeah, we're in the morning, like 7:30 we left, I think.
Okay.
And there's somebody flying with a 2060 card.
Just getting back to my
Oh,
Quest,
nice,
Steve.
nice.
Yes, I've still got the Quest. That's the only VR headset I have got, obviously. It is the workhorse. It's got blown speakers now.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Yeah, when I played so much Flight Sim and had the volume up, you know, that rumble of thunder you get.
Especially with the Hawk and Spitfire.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's kind of like one of the right-hand speaker crackles a little bit, so I just have to kind of notch it down a few pips. But other than that, yeah. So I'm waiting for the Pimax, but we'll have to wait and see.
Are you really?
Have you tried
interesting.
Have you tried a Rift S?
Say again, sorry?
Have you tried a Rift S in comparison to the Quest 2?
Yeah, I had the Rift S, yeah. I traded that in and sold that and got the Quest 2.
So that's what
Don't get me
I'm
wrong,
on
the
at
Quest
minute.
is great. I've got no intention of getting rid of it. Just got that sound issue with the speaker. I mean, I can always put headphones on, but yeah.
Compared to the Rift S, you would say it is an upgrade, is it, or what would be your?
The Rift S is the
final
one
take?
behind the Quest 2, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm using at the moment, and yeah, it gives me anxiety thinking about what I could realistically upgrade to that's within, you know, a reasonable price
I would
range.
definitely,
and still
yeah. The Quest 2 is a great headset. Steve would recommend it. It's cheap, it's accessible, it's standalone. You know, you can play with your friends with it. It's
what
just
about company
at
with
medium
glasses?
level.
Because that's one of the things I found with, you know, being a glasses wearer and having the Rift S, I can kind of just scale that back. I've got plenty of room inside that headset. I did try on a Rift or a Quest 2 at one point, and it was a bit tight.
The Quest 2, if you buy it out of the box, I think, if I remember right, I think it comes with a gasket, and it should protect you if you wear glasses.
Oh, cool.
By the way, guys, just to say, we're going down this ridge here. If you want to do the flight plan and do the challenging bit, we're going down this bit here.
I'm looking for you now.
But yeah, I would recommend Quest 2 all day long. Great headset.
Cool.
I think
No,
you'll
that's a good
find
idea.
that once the Pimax Crystal is available, there's going to be an absolute shed load of Reverb G2s go on the market. Second hand.
I need that for spare parts, that's okay.
We've got the Quest 3 coming out as well this year.
I was about to say about that, yeah. I'm intrigued by that as well, actually.
Please increase the FOV.
Because if like we get a Pico 4 style meta device, that will be something special, actually. I think that'd be really nice, because I love the Pico 4 as it is. And I think, you know, but with sort of Meta's know-how and engineers, it could be something really nice. I think I'm going the wrong way here, guys. I think I'm... Is that correct? No, this is wrong. Sorry, this is wrong. Abort.
It's wrong. I'm too late. I'm too far up. Sorry. Can't turn around.
Sorry, Tunes. Is that Tunesy? Steve, how you doing, mate? You're right.
Yeah, that's all right. We'll talk about it later.
Oh, sorry. I'll send you the bill. Or no, send me the bill rather.
Well, I'm just gonna have to eat myself.
It's the neck. It's the one afterwards. It's the wrong turning. Sorry.
It's pretty down here. It opens up at the end and you can turn around.
If you've got enough height, you might make it. But it's this next one.
Sort it out, Steve. Come on, I'm right in your 60. That almost warrants a lock on.
Oh God, it's all doomed if Grips is following me. We're all doomed.
I see you smoking, Steve. I think check your engine.
Oh God, don't say that, because I am using the W Sim 152.
Yeah, I saw a puff of smoke come out of your plane.
Really? Oh yeah, I am. I must admit, I'm hammering the RPM a bit there. Thank you for that. So, oil.
That's awesome. I can see that in multiplayer. I didn't see it the first time I see it.
To be fair, my oil pressure's quite high. Oh crap! Right, let's just slow things down a bit.
Can't repair while you're there. You have to be on the ground.
Right, this is the one. This is the ridge. This is like this is crazy, this bit. So at this point, we're going to be sort of try to ascend as much as you can, and you'll get into this like open area where there's just like glaciers all over the place. Absolutely amazing on either side of your vision, and you just need to sort of circle around and see if you can catch an uplift, a ridge lift, to see if you can get over sort of that ridge over there, which is probably a good 6,000 feet or more, I think. So yeah, good luck.
I'm in the RV10. I have enough power to do everything I want.
What are you in? Are you in the RV10, Sven?
Yes.
Yeah, you'd be fine.
It's a lovely little airplane. Best one of SingWest Studios.
The way this opens out now, and you can see these high-rise mountains are absolutely, it's just incredible. So beautiful. And you've got this lake here, so actually, Cribsy, you might be able to land on that.
Yo, okay. All right. You throw down the
So
gauntlet.
Steve, tell us more about the Pico 4.
What do you want to know?
G2, Pico 4, compression, no compression, 4090. Your videos say it's probably worth it, but what do you think?
Well, I think it's only worth it if you've got a 4090. If you haven't, stick with a G2. in a sentence.
Definitely not worth upgrading from a G2.
I can tick the box, as you know. The only thing is it a big upgrade from the G2 if you've got the 4090, or is it like marginal?
Well, the thing is, the G2 is always going to have a slightly crisper image in that center point. Always. It's also going to have just that bit better quality overall because it's a PC native VR headset. But what the Pico does, and does incredibly well, is those pancake lenses give you about 75% completely clear display. So you can look around with your eyes instead of through that sweet spot. So if you've got a G2 and you don't have any problems at all with the sweet spot, then that's fine. You're not going to really benefit. But if you get fed up with that small center point, you know, with the Fresnel lenses and the concentric rings, which make it really sort of difficult to move your eyes around, if that annoys you in any way, then you will absolutely love the Pico 4. It's a fantastic headset. I actually prefer it personally to the G2 only because I've got the 4090. I wouldn't otherwise, absolutely not, because it needs a lot of grunt.
So if I can ask you, there are two questions. The one is, because of the compression, do you find even with the 4090 that it takes a toll on the frame rates?
Not with not with the 4090. No, it's fine, absolutely fine, no problems. I mean, you know, that card is it's not an issue for it at all. You will still see compression, absolutely, but it's so minimal. It really is, and that all depends on your bitrate as well. And you know, the fact you can upscale in Steam VR and then using the CAS setting and the OpenXR, upping the resolution OpenXR as well. It's a bit technical. In fact, I think Mark did a video on it the other day, explained it very well. It does look beautiful, but it's a bit of a niche thing. I think for most people it wouldn't make sense. It doesn't make sense.
So I'm sitting with the OpenXR toolkit where I've put my resolution to 4500.
Okay.
I'm using the CAS 50. But I mean, I'm just wondering how that would fare to a Pico 4, you know, if you play around with it as well.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, does it bother you? Does the Fresnel-based lenses, do they bother you?
Well, I'm always turning my head around like a headless chicken, you know. I think that's the only big deal. And the FOV is a bit of a pain. I still feel like I'm in a diving mask. I don't know if the Pico is any better.
The Pico has definitely got a better field of view, but it's not mind-blowing. It's certainly not mind-blowing, but it's better than the G2 and Quest 2, and it has a better binocular overlap as well. So what that means is when you look through it, it looks like it's just one display. You don't see anything in the center of your nose, if that makes sense. You can just see. It's not like you're looking through a pair of binoculars. You know, it's very, very well done in that way. But honestly, I love the Pico 4. I think it's a fantastic headset, but it's not perfect though, of course. But we really need a Link version of it. If we had that, it would be absolutely amazing. And I'm on at Pico all the time for it. I'm sort of saying to them, like, come on, you've nearly got, because we have got no middle ground headset at the moment, have we? We don't have a Rift S Reverb G2 type headset coming out anytime in the future, which is a problem. That's a problem, and I think Pico could be the company that helps us out with that. Oh God, turbulence.
Because they had that with the Neo 3, didn't they? The link cable.
Yes, I never tried that one. But again, it's Fresnel lenses, so, you know, it's...
Yeah, but they're halfway there, so hopefully...
They are, absolutely, yeah. Right, guys, we need to now descend, because you can see that's the airport below us. That's where we're going to go next. So, now that we've just climbed up this high, and look at the view here. Oh, my God. Absolutely incredible. This reminds me of the Lofoten Islands, actually, in Norway, a little bit. Just with the way the peaks are.
I think they've kind of missed some of the photogrammetry here, Stephen. Like, anyone else? Some of it looks a bit stretched.
Yes, yeah, that's the mesh.
It's gooey.
Some lakes going up the side of mountains.
Yeah, it looks a bit blancmangy, but that aside, I can still get the beauty of it. It's amazing.
What's wrong with Blue Watch? Nothing wrong. Perfectly good.
Yeah, I see what you mean, Cribsy. Actually, there is a few textures that are just basically kind of stretched to fit the mesh.
Yeah, it's to do with the satellite imagery. Isn't
Yeah.
It's hard to do if it's a top-down image and you're trying to stretch it 3D over a mountain. It's never going to work unless you put photogrammetry.
That's the thing, Steve, with that Flight Sim Dot 2, you do get a lot of people go in and handcraft and tweak certain areas sometimes.
Isn't it great? Isn't it fantastic that we've got this freeware community? And I never expected a flight sim, well, especially Microsoft of all, you know, after, what was it, MS Flight they had, which was an absolute, we won't talk about that, but I never expected them to release another flight sim of this quality and then allow it to be free, you know, like loads of freeware opportunities as well to open it up. It really is amazing.
Oh, was that the airfield down there?
Yeah, we're going to go there next. Nice long airfield.
Steve, have you looked at putting the Authenticate Spitfire rig onto the...
That would be awesome.
Not yet, but I do want to do that. I definitely want to do that once I get everything dialed in. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I've got the update, Steve, for the Spitfire.
Oh, do you know, in that such a beautiful aircraft now, it's one of the best.
Yeah, it's amazing. They fixed that little bug with the canopy sliding backwards and forwards as well. That really irritated me.
Oh yes, it would just shut on you. Yeah, and the weird sound outside the cockpit.
Yeah.
All you had to do was just slightly unlock it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, but you don't have to do that now. You can shut the side panel and lock it.
I like that. It was actually more authentic.
Oh well,
I
yes.
waited a month for that. Like I literally bought that once that the notification came out for the update, and I was thinking, oh brilliant, I'll buy this in the marketplace. Didn't realize it would be another month until actually all the update features came out for it.
Yeah.
But whenever it finally did, it was brilliant.
But Flying Iron never stop with updates. They always keep tuning and optimizing and improving. It's amazing.
Yeah, brilliant.
I've had no end of trouble with the Flying Iron Spitfire since the last update.
Oh dear.
It's just almost impossible to take properly because it just pulls to one side.
Yeah.
You got to keep yourself.
And the landing is really difficult.
It is for us all.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just you.
Oh, do you know, guys, at the moment, and Mike actually in particular, I'm side slipping at the moment, and I can feel that in the motion rig. It's so weird, even though I know I don't have yaw, I can still feel it. It's doing something, and it's tricking my brain. I love it.
Perhaps I ought to go back to a P2 then, or I can change my order. What do you think?
Well, mine is the H2 with the SFU upgrade, so does that make it a P2? I have no idea. I don't know.
It does regarding the gearbox. It's the motor that's slightly different. It's got slight tighter tolerances apparently on the motor, but it's the gearbox which is the important thing, Steve, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I think the motors come from motorized wheelchairs. That's where they come from.
Oh God, that's amazing. There we go. I'm down.
There are two helicopters here stationary, so they're not one of us.
One thing I will say, Mike, you do not want to crash when you're in the motion rig. Especially if you haven't messed around with your settings. One of my, in fact, I kind of wished I'd left it in the video. When I was doing that video with the Hellcat, I landed and I flipped over, and the whole rig like jolted really quite violently, and I actually for a second thought I'd fallen out of it.
They do recommend you have the harness, don't they? They say your best thing is have the harness.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I've toned things down now, you know, but it is capable of literally yucking you out. This thing, it's very powerful, and I never expected that because I tried the one at Vario, the 3 degrees of freedom massive motion rig thing, and I remember I was strapped in it, and then they said to me once I was strapped in it, you know, that thing can lift a car. I was like, right, you're telling me that now that I'm stuck in this thing. I thought
you don't really need a great deal of movement to get the effect, do you?
No, not at all, not at all. Look at this.
The harness actually has another benefit. If you attach the harness to the base and use some rubber, then you can put some additional pressure on your shoulders. That will improve your feeling of movement.
Brilliant idea. I love all these, and you know, I'm starting to. It is like a bit of a rabbit hole, this thing, but I'm learning all these clever ways to just bring that immersion up just that little bit more. It's brilliant.
There's a belt tensioner system available that sim racers use in a car racing, and it tensions your belts, your straps.
Yeah, Steve, that's actually what they did at Vario. They had this like strap, and every time I pushed forwards, it would tighten. It would give me that effects of the G-force. It was very convincing. Very convincing.
Chemical boosted media. Australian guy does a lot of.
What is the top model of that motion rig then? Because you said you can get separate upgrades for it.
Yeah.
Is it like well, you can even get a roll? Does it go upside down?
Airbags?
If it goes upside down, something definitely has gone wrong. But
Melissa's gonna come with a cup of coffee. Like that's not gonna happen.
Can someone take a picture of this? This is amazing. Someone could take a screenshot.
Arcade game that was very rare, the G-Lock 360.
I do remember that. Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Very rare to see one of those, and you actually get strapped in and turn around in that.
Yeah, you were kind of like in the gyroscope, weren't you?
Yeah, I think I did it. Saw one once in St Ives, and that was it.
Yeah.
Gonna check the YouTube chat. Hopefully we're still live. I've no idea how it looks. It's probably gonna look rubbish because it's live stream, but
Your 4090 is gonna cope with it.
65 people watching. That's fantastic.
Wow.
Oh, loads of people in here.
Everybody hit like, please.
Yes, that would be very nice for the old YouTube algorithms and all that crap. Centurion, hello. Philip, hello. Underdog, Nicholas, Isaac. Hey guys, what's the giveaway for? It is for nothing amazingly exciting, but I must admit I still think it's a fantastic product. I'm going to be giving away 2 copies of Burning Blue Design Airfields, and honestly, well, you've probably seen them on the channel a lot because I showcase them, and there's a reason why I showcase them. They're amazing, they're the best. And any airfield, if there's one in your collection that you haven't got yet, then yeah, feel free to. I think the way I'm going to do it, I can't decide yet whether to do it where it's on the YouTube chat or people in the Discord. I don't know. How does Mark do it?
He does it with the Discord, and then he has like a rotary sticky thing. Yeah.
Okay, well, funny enough, I've got a friend over at the moment, and what I said is they're going to pick 2 people, because the trouble is I asked Melissa, but then she knows some of you guys. So that's not going to be very fair. So I've got a friend who...
new friends.
What about your dogs?
Yes, maybe.
Four on the right number.
It's not...
One YouTube and one Discord.
That's a good idea, Steve. Thank God there's some common sense in this group today. Certainly not from me.
Get the dog biscuits out, line them up in a row, and whatever one's there, you just take out the names on the list.
Oh.
That's just rough justice.
Oh my God. Oh.
Make it fair and impartial, Steve. I'll choose the winners for you. How's that?
Oh, honestly, I should have thought about this a bit more, shouldn't I? Really, sorry guys, but no, we'll do it somehow.
It's all about planning.
Anybody else got melted trees on the opposite part of the apron?
Melted trees.
Nope. Like blancmange, still stripping down the mountains, all like blancmange.
Not unless that's the start of the photogrammetry, because there is.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
Right, well, the next leg is going to be quite spectacular, to say the least, because we're going to go down a valley, and then right at the end of the valley is like a left turn. It leads straight to the airfield, and you've got one chance at it. And if you miss it, well, you might be able to go around, but most likely you'll end up in the trees. So
check your fuel, everybody, also, just in case.
Someone's in the Trent Farmer Kit Fox. I can hear the horn. Gives a 2.
It'll be me. I just found that we have a horn.
Go on, give us a 2.
It's amazing.
What does it make it?
Yeah, I heard about it, but I didn't hear it yet.
How do you do it? I love it. It's
there is a horn button. You can find it a horn. Yeah.
On the right or the throttle.
Brilliant.
I got you to my left.
I can hear it. That's fun.
Oh.
I have it also.
I love it.
I don't really know.
One more quick question on the Pico, and then I won't mention it again.
It's fine. Honestly,
just regarding the battery story. I mean, if you plug in the USB cable, will it charge while you're flying? I mean, we often fly more than 3-4 hours at a time.
Yeah, I think that's the only sort of big area. You're gonna probably need there's a Bobo mod, isn't there, to increase the battery life, I think. But I haven't, to be honest, every time I've used it, it's always been wireless, and I've managed to get a couple of hours out of it, and that's about it. So, but I would imagine if you get a decent lead, that will at least hold the charge for you. So you probably have to at least increase it by, maybe 3 hours or even maybe 4. Because let's say if it's fully charged and you're plugging it in straight away, it should hold a charge, but I can't say for sure. But maybe that's something I can test out actually, because I haven't really done that yet. Wow, everyone's taking off the other way. Okay.
It's very worthwhile. So thanks for that. Yeah.
No worries. Honestly, feel fire away questions if I'll do my best to answer the best I can, and it'll give me ideas for new videos as well, because I haven't really. That's a good idea. The power. Because once I did a test with the Quest 2 with the Orbica strap, and I did a 5.5-hour flight in the Quest 2, and completely wirelessly, and I was able to do it.
What I've got, Steve, that one.
Yes. Oh, I love that strap. I think it's fantastic.
Using it right now.
Brilliant, brilliant.
Oh, here's a video idea. How about you do a VR flight in a Hawk and try and eat your dinner?
Sorry, say that again, Steve. I missed that. Sorry, Steve.
Eat milkshake in your dinner while you're in the VR.
I will make sure we
like the Jim will fix it one with the cubs on the.
Oh yes, yeah.
I don't think VR cover has made anything for Pico yet in terms of faceplates, eh?
No, and I've been messaging them quite a bit recently, and they said they were going to send me something, and I haven't heard anything since. I don't know what's going on with that. I have got one here that I need to test out. I'm not sure if Shark's here, Uwe, but he's bought one himself. I don't think he's here today, but
he got a Pico also?
yeah, he's got a Pico. In fact, he loves it.
He doesn't have it. He has everything.
We're heading southwest, guys, so do not follow me.
Steve, I follow your channel quite avidly. Did you try the Quest Pro or not?
I have tried the Quest Pro, but I haven't made a video. No, I haven't made.
I didn't think you did.
No, I've been meaning to do it, but kind of just the moment went really. But I have tried the Quest Pro, and I had very mixed feelings about it. Really,
It's pointless, isn't it? I think.
Well, the first thing I noticed was screen door effect, which was like, whoa! I remember that old chestnut. You remember screen door effect?
Yeah.
And then I tried the pass through, and it was hilariously bad, like really bad. Like the lag when I was moving my hands around and things. It was just the quality. I thought this is supposed to be, part of the feature set of this is it's supposed to have really good pass through, but it was just not very good at all. So that was that. And
£1,500 as well, isn't it, or something?
well, it's a lot less now. It's about £1,000.
Down to 1,000, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 1,000. Oh.
However, I've got to say the pancake lenses on it are as good as the Aero. Absolutely superb. Really, really good lenses.
Clearly see how crap it is.
Yes, exactly that, Steve. I said that because.
But that's exactly the problem. If you've got good pancake lenses and the resolution's not that high, you're going to see the screen door effect, and I think that's what worries me about the Quest 3, because they're probably going to follow suit with the Quest Pro, right?
This was always a problem, even with the Aero. You know, when everyone was moaning about the fact the Aero's got warping on the edges, well, the only reason why you notice that is because it's so damn clear. And thankfully they've sorted it out now. But yeah, I think this is why I'm excited about the Meta Quest 3, because if they put those lenses on the Quest 3, wow, that will beat the Pico, and it'll, obviously I'm not expecting to be a DisplayPort connection. I mean, if it did, it'd be amazing, but I'm not expecting that. But even with those lenses upgrade, that could be possibly a viable solution depending on how much it's going to be. But I think it's going to be at least 450, 500, probably more than that. So I don't know. Guess we'll have to see.
It's more powerful than the Pico, isn't it, as well?
It's going to be better than the Pico. I think that. I think that's a pretty
It's got a different Snapdragon chip in it.
Yeah, it will have the Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Steve, I have a question. So I'm busy waiting for the Quest 3. I've currently haven't had VR for over nearly 2 years. I got rid of it from when I had the G2. And I was wondering if you say that the Pico 4 doesn't pair well with anything less than a 4090. What do you think? Would that be the same with the Quest 3? Do you think that would require a lot of power as well? Because I'm busy using a 3080 Ti.
Well, that's the thing. With the Quest, it's all about the software, and the engineers are amazing what they can do with that thing. I don't particularly feel the Quest 2 needs a virtual desktop, because the streaming software on that is already very, very good and very matured. If you think about the Quest 2 when it was first released to now, it's like a different headset. It's like a completely new headset. So I think the Quest 3, I mean, I'm guessing here, won't need so much power as the Pico 4, simply just due to software. Pico is still quite a new company when it comes to working out how to best power it and get the best out of it. Because their own streaming software is like the worst thing ever. It's just embarrassingly, it's terrible, awful. Don't even touch it. But so I guess it'd be a good comparison actually, the Quest 3 and Pico 4 in terms of performance. But even from the lenses and of course the fact that the software is better, I would guess the Quest 3 will be a lot better than the Pico 4, definitely.
Was the resolution gonna be much higher on the Quest 3? I don't think so. I'm not sure.
That's a good question, Sven. I don't know. I'm not sure if
Right.
sadly as Bradley has mentioned anything or no doubt he
That's
has.
the concern I have. I mean, the Quest Pro, the resolution isn't that high, if I'm not mistaken. I'm sure that the Meta Quest 3 will be equal to or less than the Quest Pro, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean,
Released that Quest Pro. I really don't know why they released it. What's the point? They should just waited for Quest 3.
it's a good question. I think a lot of it perhaps is, just testing the market. Maybe that stopgap to give them a bit more money. I don't think it's done very well for them, obviously, because it's already being discounted.
It's for enterprise, isn't it?
Overstocked on
Aimed
components.
at enterprise.
But there are people out there that really enjoy it, and there's a guy on the on my Discord, Kevin, I think his name is, who really loves his Quest Pro. So, I guess it's all about personal preference as well. But I personally don't feel it's why I haven't really shown it on the channel, or even I probably should have done a video of my thoughts on it. But it doesn't really interest me, to be honest. Now, guys, I'd definitely recommend that you stick quite low with the altitude. I know it doesn't feel right because there's a massive wall of mountains ahead, but you do need to be quite low because of this particular airfield that is round this sort of next bend, for lack of a better word. If you follow the river around, and yeah, it suddenly comes out of nowhere. It's quite an amazing approach into here.
Well, it's awesome here, and the performance just keeps going, even with everybody in multiplayer in here. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's very smooth.
Yeah, cities are overrated.
Yeah, I'm not much of a...
Just getting back to Burning Blue Designs. Obviously, I saw you at my local airfield finally, the old Solent.
Yes.
And funny enough, actually, I had to laugh out loud the other day. They've just because I follow them on Facebook, and they've just refurbished the cafe there. So, Burning Blue Designs spent all this time and effort doing all the fine details inside the cafe, and it's all gone now. It's all changed, completely changed. So, but in some ways, it's locked in history, I guess. So there you go.
But honestly, I'm so pleased we have a developer like Burning Blue Design, because they are so passionate. I mean, Adam and Mike have such an eye for detail, and it wasn't until I went to Finland and visited one of the airfields that I know very well from the sim. I was like, oh my god, this is so realistic, and yeah, I've totally messed up this approach after what I've just said as well. I'm talking too much. Sorry, guys.
Even with beta testing the airports, it's like, hey, this is true. I don't think it's right, and then they show me the picture in real life. It's there.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely.
It's
Oh my
funny.
god, is that the airfield down there? That little green.
That's the one. Yeah, I meant to.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Okay,
I need to. I need to try and find some room in this valley to do a U-turn.
Oh, now I see the airstrip behind me.
Oh, Shoonsy, where you going? Oh, was that a go around there?
Yeah, stop that.
Oh, Mike's coming in hot as well. Crackerjack, not sure.
I'm coming from the other direction.
It's a space shuttle landing speed.
Oh, this is funny watching you all.
Ooh, I'm diving and I'm gonna land.
I
That's
just
not
wanted to
good.
do a FOD check and clear all the rubbish off the ground.
Yeah.
That airfield's character building.
It is. It's amazing, this little airfield. It's fantastic.
Lost a bit of speed now, or we should be okay.
It's about as character building as messing yourself after a curry.
Yeah, I've got a curry later.
Time off in loop.
Oh, there's somebody in the water.
Shit happens.
So weird. A memory's just come back to me from when Cribsy, it was you and someone else was in the Kodiak, and you both did a stall at the exact same time. Where was that?
Oh yes, I remember that one. Yeah.
It was amazing to watch it, but quite scary at the
going
same
off
time.
That runway, that downhill runway, wasn't it? I think.
I just suddenly remembered that.
Thanks, Steve.
Yeah, sorry about that. Just to name and shame.
Oops, I'm stalling also with the RV.
Oh, I can't see the airfield. I just see all the names.
I like the little signs they got here. Quinton Lodge. Quentin Lodge? Quinton Lodge?
Yeah. I was there yesterday. Well, in the same.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's impressive.
You have a Concorde?
Just even the rock there, you know, on the threshold, just before the threshold, just fantastic detail.
You know what, Steve? If you didn't show us these airports, I would never know they're here. I would have just flown straight over them, you know?
Well, this is why I wanted to do this, because, God, it's easy to miss some of these beautiful little strips.
Let's hit not the rock.
God, we can only just fit it here. This is hilarious. Look at this.
Makes me wonder what kind of Easter eggs are possibly in this sim.
Yeah.
Gotta be out there.
Ooh, bouncy.
I know there's the smiley face, isn't there, at Asobo's headquarters, but that's about the only one I know, I think.
Oh my goodness, I'm just doing a bit of grass cutting here. Look at this. Oh, it's absolute chaos.
Yeah.
Out of interest, guys, what does CAS stand for?
Oh, I can't remember now.
What exactly is it? I've switched it on, but it doesn't seem to make much difference.
CA, what, in the sim?
Yeah, in the
OpenXR toolkit.
Oh, sorry, I was about to say I'm after it's close air support, but it's not to do in the sim.
Close air support.
Contrast
Sorry,
to adaptive.
different type of CAS.
We need Uwe to answer the question, but he's not here today. But
I tell you, actually answered that was Mark from, I think it's Simhanger.
He's said it. Yeah, he's mentioned it in the video, hasn't he? And his PK4
yeah,
video.
he explained what it was. Can't remember what it's called.
I'll check it, but I might be done for copyright if I go and check it because you'll hear it. So I'll leave it.
Steve,
But
I
yeah.
mentioned to you
I'm
that
sure-
I've completely binned off the OpenXR tool, Neil. I mean, that's not a bad thing, is it?
It's not. So. I don't particularly think it's the be all and end all that people make it out it is to be. But it is an incredibly useful tool. But it's not something that is absolutely essential. As long as you got your SIN running.
Like I said to you, less is best. You know, I mean, it's going to be using more resources. You know, so I mean,
I needed to pump up my performance on my old GPU, so I do need it.
oh, so it can help. Yeah.
The head smoothing is quite handy. The anti-shake.
Yeah, I've got that to minus 100% in an effort to try and make this a little bit smoother on YouTube, but I don't think it's going to help that much. But yeah, I generally do that for when I'm recording videos. Just put that down to minus 100. I don't notice any lag in the headset, and it just makes the image a little bit smoother.
And Steve, do you find you need that setting as well in the Pico?
In all the headsets, yeah. In fact, weirdly, the Aero is the most jittery headset of them all in terms of recording. I'd say the Pimax 8KX is the easiest to record, probably because it's heavier, so it doesn't move around on my head so much. I guess makes sense. Look at this! Wow, someone's got to take a screenshot of this. Please
And
take a
without
screenshot.
recording, what do you find? Is it jittery? I mean, like, is it still bumpy with your head moving around in the Aero? And because I know the G2 is quite bumpy. I mean, I have to put smoothing on for that.
That horn is so funny.
Well, no, in the headset everything's fine. I never get any issues like that in the headset. I'm talking about more the recording side of things. But in the headset, I never get any issues with jitter.
Hey, what's the code of this airport? Because I landed all right just now, but then I must have hit the bush.
It's a weird one. It's Tango 004, I think.
Yes, that is correct. Yep.
Yeah. So we've all got. Has anyone crashed then? I think we've all got down pretty well.
I have someone's
No, I am
badge and
crashed. Do you know how I get back in the air?
So I'm intrigued. So where are all you guys from then? Is there many people from, say, America or anywhere from New Zealand? Just give us a shout out. Let me know where you're all from. I'd always like to know.
Yeah, Chuck Young. I'm from Arkansas.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I'm from Florida.
Oh,
I'm from Devon.
I'm Devon as well.
UK.
I'm from Cambridge.
Beer country Belgium in the house.
Also Belgium in the house, but I'm on my wings now.
I'm from Spain, guys.
Rotterdam, the Netherlands.
The neighbor from Germany here.
Wow.
They have beer there also.
Canada here, first time joining. Wow.
Canada, oh, gorgeous. Can't wait to.
Belfast.
East
Belfast.
Yorkshire.
Checking in from Cambridge, UK.
Australia.
Finland,
Australia.
near Russian border.
Australia, really? Wow.
Wow.
Did someone say Finland?
Yes.
We've got your Air Force over here at the moment. not all of them, but
Everybody.
no. I was working at a school on Thursday, and I heard this almighty sound. So I ran to the window and even like knocked my guitar over, but I didn't care because it was like, oh my god! And it was like 3 F-18 Hornets, and they were Finnish Hornets because at the moment there's an exercise going on, and the Finnish Air Force are there, and a few others as well. So yeah, that was quite cool to see that.
You're an amazing teacher, Steve.
I honestly, I am rubbish, as you can probably tell. Yes, yes. Admittedly, yeah, that is true. Oh, it's amazing to have so many people from all over the world.
Going now, these days.
Sorry, say again.
A lot of theaters, all kind of place with big boys also is going now everywhere in the world because we know what it is. Because of our neighbor.
Yeah. That
Oh, yes, yes, absolutely. Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
We are in safe, I think. Thanks to you, Steve, and your Air Force is there.
Yeah, we seem to be wanting to do something more than other people at the moment, but I think it's a case of someone needs to make a move and then, see what happens after that, really. But it's I think we're at the point we're in at the moment is probably the most dangerous situation we've been in since God knows when. Since probably the 80s. When was the
Cuban Missile Crisis?
Yeah, that's it. I
think they're hoping that it all explodes from within.
Yeah, but the next guy is not going to be much better, so I don't know what's going to happen.
It's hard to know what's going on in that brain of his, I tell you, absolutely. Right, Cribsy, go on then. We're all watching you.
All right.
You've disappeared.
No stress.
You've disappeared for me.
Doing a VTOL.
Can I get a pushback, please?
Who is Tatsuk 0808?
Oh, that would be myself.
Sorry, what are you flying there?
the Cowan 206.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it looks weird. You look like a King Air or something to me, floating around, which is rather odd.
Airborne.
Did I just see a Hercules here?
Yeah, you're loud and clear.
What sort of altitude on the next leg then, Steve?
Yeah, well, for this one, it's we're kind of making our way now to Queenstown, I think.
You have to make a U-turn, no?
So yeah, maybe it would be probably prudent to get some altitude for this leg because this is kind of our run now up to our final stop. But it's a nice big leg here, and it's a beautiful leg. This one finish.
Back to Queenstown.
But it's up to you, really. You can kind of fly through the valleys or get up high. I think I might go a bit lower and make my way that way because it is so gorgeous.
Well, we've got an A380 with us.
Really? You're joking?
Jets that we don't. Yeah, you don't have in your community forward.
Yeah, it's well, I'm seeing it. Whether you guys are, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm seeing it as well.
I have all the planes. I see all of them.
I'm surprised no one's tried the Antonov at this landing strip.
Yeah, that's the only plane I don't have yet.
I was tempted to try it.
There's a good freeware one actually, but it's nice that all the proceeds go to Ukraine for that one.
Yeah,
absolutely. I buy it also for that reason alone.
Yeah, I'm probably never going to fly it, but I'm going to buy it anyway, just for that reason, to be fair.
Yeah, me too.
Is it alright, Steve? What, have you flown? Oh, you have flown it because you had some issues with it, didn't you? With the throttles.
Yeah, I couldn't get control. control. It's a bit picky. It doesn't like the Bravo. If you've got a Honeycomb Bravo, it takes a little bit of fiddling around and stuff works. But it's alright. It works.
On that. He's Sim Anger going. He's actually done a video on setting up your Bravo.
Has he?
After
Ah.
he solved all my Bravo issues.
It flies quite well. It's good. It's quite frame friendly. So, and the money goes to the Antonov company, you know, so help them rebuild. So it's spend your 15 quid and maybe we'll get that aircraft back in the sky again in a few years.
Oh, I hope so.
They said it's either going to be a memorial or it's going to be a new build.
They have a second airframe that was never finished, and that's probably what they'll.
Yeah, I think that's the.
Have they? Oh, okay.
Caveat, I think. Because they were originally built for the Russian shuttle program, and when the Soviet Union collapsed, that was cancelled. So they never built the second one, and the first one was all they needed for the big freight drops and going on, basically.
I'm sure I've seen that before at East Midlands Airport. And wow, what an incredible sight. Such a beautiful plane. You might want to just try and, sweep through this valley a bit, trying to get some altitude before attempting to go over that ridge, which does look a bit dodgy, admittedly. That's a very stretched texture there. But that's what I'm doing.
You've just reminded me, actually, of talking about aircraft that are at airfields that you've seen once upon a time. I remember once when Google Earth came out, I had a little game to play with myself. It was like try and find all the Vulcan bombers on Google Earth,
yes.
you know.
Yeah.
And I used to pin each one I find. And obviously I spoke to you a couple of weeks ago, and I said I think the Vulcan bomber's going to be coming out for the sim. That's going to be amazing.
It is indeed. I cannot wait to preview that one. I really
I
can't.
didn't get the sound right on it because that was just so loud.
Well,
that study level, that's going to be impossible.
Oh, honestly, yeah, because I did review their X-Plane 11 version, and that was absolutely beautiful. They got the howl, the unmistakable Vulcan howl, spot on. Yeah. So I think with MSFS and all the features that brings, it's only going to be better than that. And yeah, so excited.
Someone needs to bring out an air-to-air refueling mod then.
Definitely.
We're flying it in VR as well, because it was supposed to be like flying a big jet through a letterbox.
Yes, it really gets you have that sense when you fly the X-Plane 11 version. It's just so agile. I think the first thing I'm going to do is just basically do all the air shows all again. You know, maybe like pick one of their display seasons when the Vulcan to the Sky Trust was, you know, obviously a thing. And yeah, I think that'd be a great way to enjoy it.
What is it, the famous Delta Wing, wasn't it? Delta Wing?
Yeah.
The famous Delta Wing?
Yeah, it's why it's yeah, so agile.
I've got a piece of that in my lounge.
Have you really?
Yeah, I've got a coffee table made with one of the scrap nose wheels off it.
Oh wow!
There were only ever two, and they were trying to raise funds to keep it going. And these were a pair that were removed because of cracks during the flying season.
I remember them. I remember them showing them on. So you bought one then, did you? Or did you?
I actually managed to get one. Yeah.
Oh wow! Oh, fantastic.
I was so pleased to see that fly the last time it flown, Stephen, because I always used to go down to the Bournemouth Air Show, because I go to that every year.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's the last time I saw it there, I think. I think that's the last time they did a fly past.
Of all the times I've seen it, I've never seen it over the coast, and I'm gutted. Because I bet it was amazing to see that fly over the, you know, oh, wow.
It's always a showstopper.
Especially Eastbourne as well, when it used to fly over Beachy Head. Some of the photographs from that, oh my god.
Always astonishing.
The Beachy Head one, and also the Dawlish.
Yeah, that's another beautiful spot. I've seen, I've never been there, but I've seen YouTube videos of that area.
They look like they're about to fall out of the sky. They seem to be going so slow.
In fact, I was very honoured to have, I don't know if you guys know, but Kev Rumins was one of the pilots of the Vulcan when they were displaying it. And he commented on my X-Plane 11 Vulcan video the other day on YouTube. to say that he really enjoyed the video. So I was like, oh my god, wow, that's an absolute massive honour.
Hey, was that on DCS, the Vulcan? I'm pretty sure I've seen it on a YouTube video.
There's probably some sort of freeware mod for it, I'd imagine. Yeah. Well, guys, I'm now nearly at 5,000 feet in my little 152. I'm probably thinking 6,000 should do it, but I'm going to continue heading along this valley here and try and pick my way back onto the flight plan again.
I've got the oxygen mask on, I'm so high.
Yeah, it's funny. For a minute there, I totally forgot I was on a motion rig, and suddenly I felt a massive bump, and I thought, oh yeah, it's been so smooth actually this last couple of minutes. I tend to forget.
I've got my little radar on. I can see all the other players. That's a nice touch they do.
Have you tried the side slip in it yet, in the rig?
Yes, it does feel very satisfying, even though it doesn't have, you know, the yaw axis. It still feels very satisfying. I mean, you can very easily upgrade it if I wanted to, but this is enough for me, to be honest. You know, quite happy with this. Like, maybe one day in the future I'll want to upgrade, but I don't really see that any need to. I think roll and pitch and the way it sort of you feel the acceleration and all that kind of stuff, I think that's, yeah, it's enough for me.
I think I'd probably prefer, rather than this lateral motion, I think I'd probably prefer a bump motor on that, just to put you up and down.
Yeah.
And it needs to be like a 2 or 3 inch travel, doesn't it? Or 2
Yeah.
inch travel, just to bump you up and down.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
it's all you need.
Time to get that.
I do have the haptic seat. I've yet to try it.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, that might actually be something I could use.
You think that would fit on what your no reason is there?
Oh yeah, I'm using the same seat anyway, so it just goes over my seat.
Got enough USB ports.
It's just exactly, it's the USB ports. The issue. I'm running out of them now.
Steve, I don't want to be an anti-plugger from the devices that you obviously put on your channel, but
No, feel free.
would need the haptic seat if you had like a vibration mode on the rig. If that's
Well,
one of their upgrades.
At the moment, there is a reason why I haven't used it. I don't really feel the need to use it now. Now that I've got this rig, I never knew there's actually an option to simulate engine vibration. So for certain different types of aircraft, I have that dialed up, and obviously the vibration is real. It's not just a transducer. You're actually you are vibrating, you know. So, and it's all through the telemetry of the flight sim. So it feels very authentic to me. So I'm kind of
coming through the motors.
and that's just coming through the the motion rig.
Yeah.
So I am thinking to myself, do I really need the seat as well? But I will.
I don't think so.
I will try it anyway, but I think it might be overkill, to be honest.
So when you're sat on the motion rig, Steve, how many? I'm kind of picturing it in my head because I've not really had a close look at it. But have you got like four cylinders or something?
Oh god, you're getting technical now. I don't know. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. It's
Is it hydraulic or with
hydraulic
air?
rods or whatever you want to call it. You know, you must have something that's yeah.
yeah, they are like they're like rods, and they.
You must have at least 4, I guess. 'Cause it's going to give you your up and down and left and right.
You need one for each.
I'm not sure how it works, quite honestly. I'm not going to pretend I know, because I don't know.
Well, if you
I
get
don't know.
vibration, it must be those that give you the vibration sense.
It's so clever. I think it's just magic, honestly. It's all done by little DOF Reality employees in the seat.
And I'm gassing so much, I've completely left everyone.
You took my trick then.
I think there's 2, Cripsy. I think there's 2, and the middle
Yeah, I was just gassing on here.
the middle point is level, and then you've obviously got a negative and a positive, so you only need 2 then.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, if you look on my video, the first one, I do show that the gearbox or whatever they are, you know, in sort of really clearly, so you'll be able to see what they look like. But in terms of the technical reasons of how it does what it does, I've absolutely no idea.
And Steve, is it quiet enough to be in your bedroom with your missus?
Yeah, well, my little the spare room I'm using isn't particularly very big, but I've just changed it around again. I think I've found the sweet spot now, and it's amazing how something like this can fit into a small room. And so this is another reason why I thought it'd be interesting from someone, from my perspective, to try a motion rig who has no experience and lives in a tiny house. You know, is it possible? Well, I've made it possible. It is,
So
you know.
So if the rigs are rocking, don't come knocking.
Hey, I like it. Title for a new video, I think there. I will say though, guys, that.
King size bed to a single.
But I will say though, in all seriousness, one thing I really don't like, but I've got to do this. Usually my dogs are in my room with me when I'm flying, but that's a big no-no now.
I live in Cambridge, so we've got quite a small house, and it's about 3 foot high. We used to call it the dog cupboard.
Yeah, I kind of get that with the whole safety side of it though, Steve. You don't want your dogs getting their tails caught in a deal. Or
Well, I've decided every time from this point onwards I mention my motion rig, I'm going to say, please, for the love of God, make sure all your animals are out your room. Do not use it in VR when you've got animals around. Because that is one negative of this device. It's not closed in. I think, like, say like the yaw, isn't that like a closed device where all the mechanical parts are, you know, not really open? But with this, they are. You could tangle someone's foot inside the thing.
You can't imagine that pets or children getting underneath that.
It makes me very upset thinking about it. Like, oh God. So
you could actually get an old curtain or something and just make a screen to wrap round it.
Well, this is my thinking. I've actually ordered. It's about 60 quid though, but I've ordered the protector from Doff Reality. There is a protector thing on it, so I'm waiting for that. But even with that on, I still think you should, you know, just play it safe. Keep everyone outside the room or outside the house. I'm joking.
It makes locking the dog underneath the reclining chair nothing, does it? The dog underneath the recliner, the dog would always go underneath the...
Yeah, Doris, my dog, she always does that. She always bloody does that.
You put it down and it's like...
Yeah. Luckily, it's like quite big under my chair.
The problem is, if I got one of those rigs, I'd be the one outside the house.
Yeah. I need to get Melissa to try this motion rig. Actually, I still haven't done that yet.
No, I think I need Melissa to come and talk to my missus.
Yeah, I'm very lucky. She's very chilled out, and you know, she just. I said to her, I'm getting a motion rig. So okay, that was it really.
So you need to get a motion rig with 2 seats then.
Imagine that.
Oh yeah.
That would be quite cool, Sven. Yeah. Does that exist?
Love rig.
That would be very cool.
And then with cockpit sharing coming up, you do need 2 PCs and 2 varios, but hey.
Yeah.
Steve, it's great to see you and Melissa got out to on that little bike trip of yours. You posted your video on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Amazing.
Honestly, I'm having a nightmare trying to edit that because I'm only on day 3 and it's already 2 hours long. So I need to find a way of editing that together or make a series. But I appreciate not many people are going to be interested in it because this is the flight sim channel. But I do enjoy putting out a few bike videos here and there. But I can't wait to show the actual proper trip because it was amazing. It's unbelievable.
I noted you were driving very cautiously there, Steve, around those bends.
Oh yes. Oh God. You obviously can't see it in the video, but if I'm honest, I did pack way too much stuff on the bike. It was too heavy, and going down some of those hairpin bends, I could feel like the front tire just sort of complaining a bit. So I just had to be ever so careful going down that.
Yeah. The mountains do look awesome here, though. Wow.
Yeah, the view here, amazing.
Steve, was that the road up from Geiranger in Norway?
Trollstigen Pass. So.
Trollstigen Pass, yes.
Yeah, that would be it, wouldn't it?
Geiranger.
Yeah, yes, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, that's an amazing route.
Oh.
Been there.
Yeah, Norway has touched me like no other place has in the world. I absolutely,
yeah.
I was,
stunning.
Yeah, unbelievable place.
I'm sure every other corner. It's so amazing.
Steve, like a lot of us do when we go to a place on holiday, or did you try and find that exact spot in the sim as well?
Oh yes, of course. As soon as I got back, I did my entire route on the bike from the UK to Norway and back. Did the whole thing.
But Lofton Island still needs some extra work in the sim, I think.
The Trollstigen, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in fact, we was very lucky because obviously we went last summer. It only opened about a couple of weeks prior to us getting there because of the damage it received due to the heavy snow. So, oh God, if I'd have gone all that way and not done that road, I'd have been absolutely gutted. So, very, very lucky.
I'll rejoin the horde.
Probably came across you because I was there in Norway last summer with my van for a whole month too. I didn't know you'd joined.
Oh, cool. Yeah. When were you there? Because we was it was late July, and then sort of 2 weeks in August.
Yeah, I spent the whole month of July, then the first week in August.
Weather was amazing as well. So lucky. So funny. Me and Melissa just spent £1,000 each on new bike gear with like heated kit and everything, and we didn't even need it. It's like kind of like a bittersweet thing, you know. Like a waste of money, but I'm still pleased the weather was nice, you know.
Yeah. Thing is, though, Steve, you don't really want to go out on the bike when it's cold, do you?
I used to ride all the time. I used to, when I didn't drive.
Heated seats.
Oh.
I'm not. No, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I appreciate them, but I'm not a biker, mate.
I bet there's a lot of bikers in this group, because usually aviation and biking goes hand in hand.
Yes, there is.
I remember turning up at work and scraping all the snow off the front of my chest as you got off the bike.
That's where my name
Yes,
comes
exactly.
from.
You do it to prove a point, Chris. That's why you do it.
If you want to see how to ride a... Sorry, I've just interrupted there. Say again.
Carry, Steve. Go.
No, sorry, I've interrupted there. Say again.
No, you carry on. It's fine.
I was just about to say, if you want to see someone ride a bike, just watch one of Sparky Sven's videos. You absolute madman.
A long time ago, but Spa-Francorchamps was nice. It shows a crash before and after.
Is anyone else getting that ridge we're just going over? That's amazing.
Yeah, it's awesome here. Woo.
Yeah, this is absolutely stunning. And in a minute, we're going to be in the photogrammetry area, which is interesting because the photogrammetry extends to the mountains as well, which I'd never seen before. And you'll notice the change.
You guys are going. Where are you actually headed? What's the Archaea?
Glad you did it that way round, Steve, because we've started off with the blancmange. We'll end up with a photogrammetry.
Yes, that's what I thought. Yeah, we're going to end. I think it's November
Isn't
Zulu.
it Queenstown?
Yeah, basically Queenstown airport.
Yeah, I think I just updated that one also.
But feel free to sort of, maybe just fly around that area. Once we get to the destination, just have a little look around the photogrammetry here because it's absolutely beautiful before we land.
I actually turned the photogrammetry off on mine because I was finding with photogrammetry on, everything was really dark. And as soon as I turned photogrammetry off, and I'm talking about in around London,
yeah.
The colours came out and the lightness came back, and I can actually see where I'm going now.
Yeah, it's sort of very hit and miss photogrammetry. Around here, I'd recommend if you can turn it on, because it's stunning. But London is a bit of a dodgy area in real life, let alone the sim, photogrammetry.
Interesting, Steve, because I bought the London package, the Orbix.
The Orbix one.
Yeah, the Orbix package for London, and it's going to be a shame, obviously, if they do update it. I will go with a better version, so it's going to be interesting to see what will happen with that.
Well, Orbix has to update it also then.
Yeah, they did half get some stick for that, Sober, didn't they? When it's so funny because there I posted a video saying, "Oh, I think it looks great," and everyone was like, "It looks crap. What are you talking about?" So yeah, I thought it looked alright myself, but obviously when you get down low, it can look a bit dodgy. But I think, hopefully, we are very picky as simmers. If you think about it, what it actually looks like, it still looks good. Still looks very good.
There's a 500 helicopter here also. Nice.
God, every now and then I'll get some turbulence and I really feel it. Really feel it.
Hey, just very quickly, get back to your 4090. So I've got an 850 power watt supply. Is that good enough?
No.
It's not.
Well, it probably
I'm running on an 850. I haven't had a single problem.
I just think it's a little bit. I mean, you'd be fine, but I just think you'd better off if you're going to buy a PSU, if you're going to buy a new one, you might as well get 1,000 watt and be done with it. Personally.
Yeah. Well, if I'm going to go with a 4090, I'm looking at a whole new build, to be honest, which
Yeah.
I quite enjoy doing, but I might just wait till the 50 series, to be honest. See what happens.
Yeah, well, you never know. Buy a 50 series, it might be that elusive 90 frames per second. Who knows?
Well, it's another 2 years, 2-3 years, 2 years, isn't it?
Yeah,
2 years,
probably a couple of years. Yeah, probably less than that now.
I think it's every 2 years.
What, Nvidia? It'll be summertime.
Anybody
There
found
will
much
be
difference
4090
between
Supers and TIs though.
3 months.
Sorry, Mike, did you say something? Missed you
I was
there.
going to say, what's the difference between DD4 memory and DD5? Does anybody know?
Speed.
Speed.
Bandwidth.
If you listen to Jay's 2 cents, he's explained that in his 1 or 2 weeks back, I think.
Okay.
Have a listen to him. He was talking about.
I've personally not found any difference between
Oh,
the
and
DF5
Steve,
and my upgrade
on that note, the 7950 X3D, are you planning on getting one to try out? In VR?
Absolutely, yes. I'll be getting one as soon as Stormforce has one in their hands. It shouldn't be too long now.
That's great, because strangely enough, there isn't a single benchmark in VR on that.
Yeah, I think the only thing I've seen is, I can't remember his name, but there's a guy who does X-Plane 11 videos, and he sometimes does them with Austin. He's posted a very interesting video side by side of the 13900K and the X3D. And it's probably about 3 to 4 frames per second in it, in 2D mode. So, which actually...
The 7950 you need, eh? The 7900X is not any better.
Yeah, I think...
Wait for the 7800, right?
Yeah, the talk
X3D
is the 7800 is apparently the one to consider getting.
Oh, sorry, is that the one? That's not out yet, I presume. That's not actually out yet.
No, but even if you test the 7950 X3D, because I think as long as you disable the one CCD, what the reviewers are saying, it's the same thing as a 7800 X3D.
Yeah, for about $200 cheaper.
Yeah, that is. In fact, I have got a video coming out of even this AMD system I'm borrowing at the moment, and it's not bad, you know. I mean, it's not bad at all. I think it's much better in VR than the previous AMD system I had, and to think that it's well over £1,000 less than what I'm flying today, it probably is worth it for a lot of people. And what the hell is that in front of me? JB Crew, that is a. What is that?
That's a spruce goose.
Wow.
It's a Hercules. It's a water plane.
I remember that now. Yes, I remember that in one of the. I've yet to fly that. I bet that's amazing in VR. Wow. Look.
It's very, very spacious, the cockpit. It's got glass all around, and they actually, it's a very old plane, so Soba actually went and 3D scanned it in a museum.
I'm gonna try and see if I can get close to you, because in VR, looking at that beast looks amazing. You can really see how bloody massive it is with me and my little F-152.
What's even more crazy, it flies very, very slow, because it's quite old.
I was gonna say, yeah, in fact, yeah, I'm going too fast now. Slow down. Try and get a formation going here. Look at that. Wow. Beautiful. How many engines has that thing got? 8.
4 on each side, yeah, on each wing.
Yeah, that looks amazing in VR. Hopefully that comes across well on the YouTube video, but wow.
You should try it in VR, it would be quite interesting, because
I could land on it.
Very spacious.
I could probably land on the wing.
Yeah, there's like an entire office in the back, eh? Inside it's huge.
Yeah, the sense of scale must be quite something.
Is that big
wasn't that Howard Hughes?
Yeah, that's the one. There's a Spitfire also. Thought I heard you.
Yeah.
But if I remember, the Spruce Goose only got just airborne, didn't it? Didn't really fly very far.
Yeah,
it didn't
just
go
one.
far, no.
Howard Hughes flew it himself.
Yeah, I do think AMD are getting better. They are certainly improving. I think Sven would agree. They are definitely more of a player these days. And I feel it was a bit awkward, you know, because that test I did with the AMD system, AMD were watching that video, and I kind of just showed that it wasn't performing very well. But
they came a very long way, because in the very early days I got it. It was like every 15 minutes crash the desktop. So,
but you know, I've got to show things how they are really. But I do still feel that they are getting there, and of course, this new CPU looks like a hell of a beast of a thing. So, yeah.
CPU-wise, they're master, but GPU-wise, they really have to. Maybe the next generation compete with the Nvidia one. Let's hope so.
Yeah, I think the X3D with a 4090 might be the new holy grail.
I think so. That's what I want.
But without wishing to gloat or anything like that, just to give you an idea on performance, I was flying around this very area the other day, with DLSS, with my computer, I was getting 90 frames per second in the aero. So, you know, the 4090, if you can afford it, it is absolutely without question worth it. It really
I've
is.
got to say, Steve, I have been eyeballing Marketplace, and I can't find one any cheaper than £1,700.
It is. It's disgustingly expensive.
It's too much money.
It is. I
just
agree.
I can't justify that. I mean, I could go on holiday for that and have a great time. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I totally agree. You know, it is ridiculous amounts of money. I totally understand that.
Prices are not going to come down because they know they're the best. So,
Box UK, I got mine for 1630. That was a gigabyte overclocked version.
Yeah, I'm a bit of an Asus fan myself, so I'm kind of a bit of a stickler.
Same here, Cribsy. I love Asus.
Yeah, I got all the matching motherboard, you know, and GPU, but I don't know why. Everyone always said they were always good, so I just kind of stuck with them.
I think
so Steve,
go on.
Sorry, I think there's double transmission.
You go for it, honestly.
Mark's a big Asus fan too.
So I was just saying, Steve, on performance, I've got the 4090. I'm running the LSS performance at the moment at 4500 resolution. I'm getting about 45 FPS. Not quite the 90 you're getting in the Aero though.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. What is that with a G2?
That's with the G2 4090. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I guess it all depends on so many factors, really. But yeah, you should be getting a bit more than that, I'd say. It all depends. If you.
Yeah, Steve, you've always said anything north of 40 is fine.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm seeing 55 in my G2. With
I think.
4090.
Yeah,
Nice. Yeah, that's more like it.
Here.
At the moment, I'm getting.
About 50 with a G2 and a 4080, so.
I'm getting 52 with 3080.
So just a question to you guys with the other 4090s that are getting north of 50. What are your settings? Are you using DLSS performance, OpenXR toolkit, increasing resolutions or anything?
I just TAA all the way, baby.
Once you have a 4090, you don't use such toolkit anymore. Eh?
Ooh, lovely Spitfire in front of me. Very nice.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Very nice.
I love that livery. And a nice little wing waggle as well.
Yeah,
the boot.
It sounds amazing.
Just for you.
Thank you very much. I could just hear you there, probably because the engine's so loud. But I can't quite hear you, but that was a beautiful, beautiful pass there. Gorgeous.
And you guys are TAA in DX11, I assume?
Yeah, I never use DLSS unless I'm feeling cheeky and I want loads and loads more frames. But generally speaking, TAA mode all the time with the Vario I'm using today and the G2, well, all the headsets.
I have Hags
and
on as well at the moment.
DX11.
Yeah, DirectX 11, yeah.
With Hags on.
Hags on. Good old Hags.
Ooh.
The most contentious thing. Hags, so funny. Like, there's so many videos like with Hags on, Hags off. Like, such a very strange thing of Windows. Sometimes it works better for other cards, but generally for 30 and 40 series card owners, I'd say Hags on.
Just talking about DLS, Steve, I've since the release of DLSS, I've always reverted to that now. Because
yeah, I understand that.
Generally, when I fly, I'm in the Hawk, I'm low, I'm fast, so I need the maximum power possible, you know.
How many hours have you put in that Hawk now?
I couldn't tell you. I was flying it twice today, you know. I just love the sound of it, the sound that it makes. Yeah, it's amazing.
I would love to see a video of you flying the Hawk in a motion rig. That would be brilliant viewing.
Well, be my guest, Steve. Be my guest. You've got it.
Yeah, I'll have to sort of try and.
I'll tell you what, Steve. If Just Flight are listening, please fix that problem with the rear seat. They still haven't done the iPad.
Yeah, very. In fact, I'll let Scott know. I'll tell him tonight. I'll email him and let him know. Yeah, because it is a very strange. Yeah.
That's my favourite aircraft in the sim. I'm always.
Oh yeah, I love it. I love it to death. Amazing.
You know, the other thing that's strange is that they haven't come out with shared cockpit yet. In VR, I think it would be incredible.
It would be very cool. Yeah, I agree. All those name tags, fantastic.
Yeah, photogrammetry is pretty good here. Oh.
Shared cockpit in a Tiger mod. Pretty amazing. Right, I might have to disappear
guys. Thank you. It's been a cracking flight. If anybody is interested, I'm sure Steve won't mind me mentioning. If anybody knows Huddison, there is a group flight with Huddison directly starting at 8. So if you know him or you're interested, he's doing another one around New Zealand tonight.
Oh, nice one. Well, thank you so much for coming, Steve. Absolute pleasure. Have a great flight, and I'm sure hopefully some of these guys might even join you. You never know.
Yeah, catch you next time, Steve.
Come across, guys, if you want to. Thank you very much, guys.
Cheers, Steve. Bye.
Take care.
See you later, mate.
See you in a little bit, Steve.
Thanks, guys.
Now, just remember, guys, I am going to do a little giveaway thing once we land. So, yeah, we'll get that sorted soon.
Your motion rig, Steve, yeah?
Yeah, first prize motion rig Varia Aero.
Oh, I'm in.
You give away that haptic seat you're not going to use.
Well, I would do, but I don't know where I stand with that because I got given that by Sim Race Studio. So if they're happy for me to, if I don't use it, I'm quite happy to give it away. But I'm not quite sure how that would work. But we'll see.
Runway 5, here I come.
Yeah, I see it. In fact, I'm just going to, yeah, I'm going to have a look because
There's
this.
a big commercial jet there on the runway.
I'm watching you now, Sven. No pressure there.
Fox 1.
Oh, look, he's.
What is that jet?
How cheeky, look. He's just gone right in front of you.
Yeah. I'm gonna scratch his roof.
I can see you. I've got such a clear view of your landing here. Oh, he's down.
10 miles to run.
Roger that.
Oh, a little bounce, sorry.
I was flying around here the other night and someone was buzzing around in a Typhoon, the new Typhoon with the sounds, and by God did it sound good. It sounded so good.
The F-35 also, that was talking to me yesterday. Very loud.
Why does this sim not have a flyby view? I don't understand it.
Steve, don't go there.
Sorry.
That's a real bone of contention, that one.
I just don't understand it.
Yeah, I don't get it at all.
I reckon whoever's in this airline is having a heart attack right now.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell
Oh.
is this going on? ADC, talk to me.
Yes. I often wonder what people must be thinking, you know, when suddenly all just like descended on.
People like landing in front of your face.
Sorry. Getting out of there.
You scared him off.
Oh, his photogrammetry is gorgeous.
Then the horde turns up, bless him.
You must turn on his fasten seatbelt sign.
Oh, he's taking off.
Ooh, I'll have to clear the runway then.
Right, I'm heading for the cafe, Steve.
Roger that.
Bacon butties on the go.
Yes, please. I'll put my order in now. Thank you.
Oh, you don't have the Payware airport here because you're floating.
This looks so good at its photogrammetry. I think it just looks superb. Compare this to London.
Those ski resorts with the moving animated cable cars, also amazing.
Oh, really? Where's that?
There is some points of interest, just southeast of this, I think.
There's two resorts.
Airport.
Yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
Maybe we'll have to do a part 2 of this, and in a couple of weeks' time or something. Right, here we go.
It's big, yeah.
Yeah, Steve, you should do a community flight a bit more often.
I know. Yeah, you're so right. It's been ages.
Here.
Yeah, it's been too
You
long.
need a day job, just do group flights.
Oh, I'd love that. Imagine that. I won't complain.
It's been a really good flight, everybody.
Yeah, great flight.
It has. It's been fantastic.
Well, for me, I've really enjoyed it because, like I said, I've had a break for about 2 or 3 months from the community flights, so I've quite enjoyed this tonight.
Yeah, we all missed you, Cripsy.
Ah.
Really.
Well, I did mention to Steve, I don't want to be a plug, but I got really into VTOL VR, and I've been having such a laugh in that. It's hilarious, but it's a different kind of game, a different kind of sim. So.
Please, honestly, guys, don't worry about saying anything on this. Well, like if you want to promote someone's YouTube channel or whatever, feel free. I'm quite happy about that. It's fine. You don't need to, be worried about that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, VTOL VR. Sorry, VTOL VR. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
looks amazing. I've tried it,
re-
but not
it's really.
much.
I think you said you got given it, Stephen. You said a friend bought it.
Yeah, a
to you.
friend bought it to me as a birthday present, and I've tried it, but it's so smooth, isn't it? It's ridiculous. It's just 90 frames per second all day long on that thing.
Forget the graphics. It's more about the gameplay and playing with other multiplayer players. It's just hilarious. I've never laughed so much. It's just a completely different thing to this. But this is great. Coming back to this again, it's just beautiful.
I bet it's mind blowing after all those those graphics coming back to this.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's great. That's great.
Right. What I'm going to do now is
a screenshot.
Yeah, what I think I might do then to get this giveaway thing on the go, is just going to. It's so funny. I'm using the Vario Aero to look at Facebook, so my friend can message me someone that he wants to basically pick to win. So if you can hear me, you should be able to hear me because you're watching this. We need to basically pick someone on the YouTube chat. So maybe on the YouTube chat, if you're there, it's 50 people watching, so that's amazing. Thank you for being there. If you just put, think of something, guys, to put in the chat. I've no idea.
You have to hit like before you can win.
Yeah. Yes. Well, I'm not going to know that. So. I can't think of anything.
That's difficult on the Discord group.
Just put the word VR in the chat, and then my friend will pick someone from YouTube, and then in the Discord as well. I think that seems fair.
I'm not gonna enter it then, because I already have it.
But just to say again, you will be getting an absolutely beautiful rendition of any airfield that picks your fancy from the Burning Blue Design website. So a massive thank you to Adam and Mike for allowing this, actually, because they're such great guys, and their passion as well for these airfields and going up and down the country, and just the amount of detail that's in these packages, they're absolutely superb. So it's an absolute pleasure for them to provide 2 free keys for their amazing airfields. Wow. Okay, so we've got okay, fantastic. So let me draw a winner now. I'm just waiting for my message, and we'll hopefully they're listening to this. Otherwise,
I can almost hear the snare drum.
Yeah. Right, it's in from YouTube. Slate Flight. You have won a free copy of any Burning Blue Design airfield that you wish to own. So if you'd like to message me on Discord, your email address, just send me a hi. That would be great. So congratulations to you.
Well done.
Amazing. Fantastic. And for Discord, yes, I'm still waiting for that one. Can you hear me? Hopefully, yeah, you can. Okay. Right, we're going to pick a random person on Discord now. Drum roll, please.
Tumboda.
And we have Alan Carter 62. Congratulations.
Congrats, Alan. Nice one. Thank you very much indeed.
You have won a Burning Blue Design airfield. So, yeah, fantastic.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you.
So, yeah, just send me a message, PM me on Discord, just your email address, so I can send it over to the Burning Blue Design boys. And, yeah, fantastic.
Steve?
Can you hear me okay?
Is he on mic, the guy that just
Oh.
won on Discord?
Yes, Alan, yeah, I think that was you. Yeah, did you say?
Where are you from, Alan?
North Devon.
So Steve, what's the nearest Burning Blue Design airfield to him?
Perhaps Bodmin, I'm guessing. I'm not sure. Maybe Bodmin or no, maybe Leon Solent. Other than that, I think I'm not quite sure. Is there another one?
Good, good ones, please.
Really?
Right, I'll have to have a look.
Yeah.
But yeah. Make sure you PM me, guys. That's really important. And then I can pass your details on. So yeah, what an amazing flight, guys. Honestly, I should do this more often. Thank you so much to everyone who's joined me. It's been really, really, really wonderful. And yeah, I'll
thanks, Steve.
Definitely make sure to do this again.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Steve.
Yeah. Great flight and a beautiful flight plan.
Yeah,
I'll see you all again.
absolutely. We'll.
Really enjoyed it. Thanks a lot.
I'll
Cheers,
just.
Belgian beer,
Ciao,
good
ciao.
evening.
Cheers, guys. Bye.
Take it easy. See you next time, guys.